Yeah, I'm Tom Stern. Peter stayed in my garage for 4 years, from 95 to 2000 about.
Wow.
And that's the thing. Like, I'll stay in my car. No, he stayed in my garage.
Yeah.
I think he stayed in his car maybe the first couple nights, but then he moved in.
Wait a second, that out back, out beyond the house, in the garage?
Yeah,
out back?
Curson, Melrose, Fairfax area. A lot of you were probably there. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
probably met half of you.
Oh yeah.
The other half probably, came and left without ever meeting the guy upstairs. But Pete was he was a charming guy. I've talked to a lot of you, and it's really hard to have a eulogy or a memorial service for Pete and just be all positive. Because he wasn't all positive.
No.
But he was certainly he was talented. I think his music was, to me, musically, that was where his talent shone the most. And the songs that we were playing earlier, really good. He was good. He was a good singer. He obviously brought a lot of attitude and, street cred or something, because he was a hardcore bohemian and he was not going to get a job. That's for sure. He was not going to sort of get his shit together, ultimately. I had many deep conversations with Pete. I was like trying to help him because he was kind of a mess, as we all know. But he really just ultimately didn't want to get his shit together, I guess, because he just didn't. And to be careful, because I don't want to get real negative, but it's like he made so many people angry. It's like he ripped you off. He stays in your place and he rips you off. But I certainly had tons of good times with him. And what's that?
Appreciate his good quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he was, he had a lot of charm. He was sincere. He had a good heart in many ways, but didn't. He was a good cook.
Mm-hmm.
Good eater.
Good eater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good.
He was interesting.
He was interesting. Yeah.
Handsome.
Keep it coming.
Handsome.
Mm-hmm.
Ruggedly handsome. I just described him to my wife, who never met him, as I was like, he's kind of
Marlboro Man.
Marlboro Man, like fucked up James Dean.
James
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
James Dean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Neil Cassidy, Jack Kerouac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was-
Little Matt Dillon
He
there.
was the punk.
Jack
Little of
Kerouac,
everything.
Like the
punk.
Jack Kerouac
Mhm.
myth, I think probably hurt him more than it helped him ultimately, because I think it definitely was like, fuck that, man. I'm born to lose, dude. And he fucking did it. Woo! He lost. Good for you.
Yeah.
Well, he made it a half century, which is not
Yep.
bad.
Considering all the
Touched a
obstacles.
lot of people, like probably touched a lot of people by virtue of being a guest of their hospitality, like me. But also, I didn't kick him out for 4 years because he was a good conversationalist, entertaining, smart, smart guy.
He charmed me.
He would help out.
And he did live a lot. He lived a lot, and he lived every day. He lived like a day,
Yeah.
for the day.
Yeah.
And sadly, the booze was really his biggest enemy. Like,
Naturally.
He flirted with drugs, but it was beer that
Mhm.
he couldn't
Yeah.
quite kick. What? Yeah. Yeah, and it's just weird for me. I'll wrap it up, but I love Pete. He was a real guy, and he wasn't all good, but he was all right.
He wasn't all bad.
He wasn't
It wasn't all bad.
What
No,
was
no,
good
no.
about him was amazing. The things
Mhm.
that were good were amazing.